This is a Mercedes engine. What you see right here is the engine cover, and on this engine cover there's a V8 written right here. So this in short tells us it's a V8 engine. That means because it's a V8, there are 4 cylinders on this section, and then there are 4 cylinders on this right section. So the major use of an engine cover is to protect the engine from dust. At the same time, it should be able to tell you what is contained within the engine cover, like the size of the engine. At the same time, most of some cars, this acts as the air filter for the engine, as a housing. So practically we're going to look at this V8 and we see what is beneath it. So let's say in instance where there's dust, the way you see the dust all over the place, this cover is so crucial in making sure that dust does not go below here and then start damaging important parts. The engine is already dirty, but this should be able to help it deter a lot of dust from place. In here, when you remove this section, this air duct for the engine, and you look down in there, that's the engine air filter. So this practically serves as the main filter for the engine. So there are 2 on each side. So when you come on the right side, you take out this air duct and you look in there, there's an air filter. So when you take out this section, you pull it back like that, and you take out this air duct thing for the air, secondary air, and then you take out the cover. Alright. So the engine is exposed, and when you see on this section, there are 4 cylinders. To the right, the left side, and then to the right side, there are 4 cylinders. So the function of this cover is to double up as a engine air filter housing, protection for the engine from dust. It also makes the engine look pretty, and then last but not least, it tells you what is under the hood, which is a V8 engine, and then should be just give you a clear picture of it in just the way that is. This is a Mercedes as a G500. This is what you see right here from the Mercedes. When you come to the engine area, this is how the engine looks like, and this is so typical of Mercedes. This is right from like 2000 to maybe 2010. This is how most of the engine covers from Mercedes look like. So when you're here, you see right here is this division 1, 2, 3, 4. That should tell you there are 4 cylinders on this section of the car. 1, 2, 3, 4. That tells you there's another 4 cylinders on this section, which makes it a 8 cylinder. Because of this, it's in this section and this section is a V8. So if you come to the side of the car, you see something written a V8. It should just tell you by just looking at it that there are 8 cylinders on the car. This right here, guys, is an Impala. So when you open up this engine section, guys, this is what you see. We have this engine cover. So we have this kind of like designs, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this should tell you that this is a 6-cylinder car. If you look back up right here, it tells you it's a V6 direct injection, and then same to it to this side. On the side we have this cover right here, this housing which houses the air intake. So for this kind of model of the car, the cover really doesn't really have the engine air filter in there, but it's just a cover, but should just indicate for you that these are 6 cylinders below here, but it's a V6. So when you take it out of the way, this is what you see. This is 1, 2, and 3 cylinders, and then on the other side there are 3 more cylinders, so this makes a V6. So that's another way of by which the cover tells you what is beneath it, and then it should be able to help you out. Right here, guys, is a Nissan, and for this you don't see any kind of like depressions. So for this one, guys, just go with the number. It's a V6 3.5, but this is exactly what it tells you. So for the cars you don't have any kind of designs on it, what will just show you out what it is just right here. All right, this is right here is a Nissan, is a 4-cylinder. So what you see is this kind of four things right here. They should be able to tell you it's a 4-cylinder. When you open it up, you just find like there are 4 cylinders in there. Here's a Pontiac G5. When you come to the engine area, this is what it shows you. It tells you Ecotec, and then you see this 1, 2, 3, 4. So these designs will tell you this is a 4-cylinder, because when you open it up and you take it out like that, this is what you see beneath it, guys. That's a 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's a 4-cylinder car. So they should be able, guys, to tell you by just looking at just the design right on top right there. This is a BMW, is a 528i. You come to the engine area, this is what you see. This is a twin power turbo, and then on the side right here you see there is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these 4 lines of 4 things will tell you that it is a 4-cylinder car. Of course, it's a twin turbo which has more power, but just basically by just seeing right there, I should tell you the number of cylinders which are in this engine. Another thing which is so important you can notice is on top of this engine there's a lot of dust. So because of that, the engine, the inner side of the engine is just pretty covered well, so there's no dust getting in there. So this is the major function of an engine cover, is just to make sure there's not that getting on the engine, and to just make sure the engine area looks pretty and looks nice.